Well, hello and welcome one and all. It's a pleasure to have you with us. As you can see, we are all set. The game should be a truly entertaining one, whichever side of it you find yourself on. We have a grand mass of noise and colour, and the juices are flowing. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Van Dijk cuts it out. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. That is good alertness. And that's a superb pass. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
And so we have the first set piece of the game. He'll fancy himself from here. Ronaldinho! He went for the curler. Tony Adams. Now there is a proper defender, Jim.
Well, not too many Englishmen can rival his leadership qualities, Peter.
He just had so many strengths. You could go on all day about him, couldn't you?
Well, the epitome of solidity, thanks to his winning mentality and ability to organise a back four. You don't argue with Tony Adams. You do what you're told.
Ronaldinho. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Mbappe. Nuno Mendes. Barcelona are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Barcelona have it back and can go again. Tchouaméni is offering some sort of an apology there.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Alexander-Arnold. Gerrard. He's had a hit! Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up for... Shot at goal! Goal! Bayer Leverkusen! And it's Bayer Leverkusen who take the lead. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Bayer Leverkusen have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Good running, strong and purposeful. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Mbappe. And claimed it back swiftly. We are into overtime. And here's Batistuta. A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever...
It's a quick one.
This is what good chemistry is all about. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that has put paid to that. Ronaldinho, a player who needs no introduction. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Now it's Mbappe. Gerrard, forwards and with intent. Messi! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Messi has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Messi, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Great ball if he can get there. Mbappe! Mbappe! He scored! Do not write them off! Back they come! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 19, DeMarco.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Mbappe! Oh, it's played into the area. Saliba tries to clear. Serginho.
Oh, really well played.
Ronaldinho. Great hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Ronaldinho really made the tough part look easy, and the easy part very complicated.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And the counter is on. He has found the way through.
Bayer Leverkusen merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Darwin, and here's Ronaldinho.
You wonder if...
Ah, he's given it away. Oh, he's Nunez! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Nunez may risk being accused of being a tad selfish. Not by me, though. It was good endeavour.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Costa Curta promptly onto that, and that is that. Koundé. And that's it. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Barcelona certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Mbappe! And we have our very first corner. Big header! Swept in. Tar gets it away. Luis Suarez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicely aimed pass. Darwin. Always onto this. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Barcelona are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Nakata. Now it's Luis Suarez. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, you won't find many that can lead a line better than Luis Suarez. The Uruguayan really does come into his own when dropping between the lines or attacking those small spaces in and around the box. Even the tightest of areas, it doesn't daunt him.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the pass is intercepted. And he's managed to gift it back. Ronaldinho. Nakata. Quality ball. 15 minutes till half-time. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Nuno Mendes. Van Bouten. Nuno Mendes. And it's Ronaldinho. Out to the left it goes. Just too much on that.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Darwin. Pinches it off him. And it's Bale. He could be in here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cucurella. Nicked it back promptly. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means, and the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate, and so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Unspectacular, but solid, and that solidity could yet be the foundation for them to go on and win.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are back on the way.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
He's picked his way through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on.
Bale, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Bale.
That's good defensive concentration.
Right, looked promising, but the final ball is just not quite right. Threads one in. He's through here. And that's now the finish! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now he's off and running.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Nakata. And he welcomes it in. Goalkeeper's ball. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced...
And the shot! They've scored! Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters!
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Zanetti got a long way forward to join the attack. Serginho.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Mbappe. Serginho. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Shapes to shoot! Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And he's chosen to go back. There's the shot!
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Mbappe! Guardiola. And it's Nakata.
Added time.
And here's Suarez. Cruyff. And the shot's on here. And that will be the final act. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride.
And a quick reminder today.
Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Nuno Mendes. Oh, smashing header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
And it's Ronaldinho. Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Keane. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and his speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Cucurella. Barcelona are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Mbappe. Cross flung in towards the middle. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
And that has left him in a heap. Van Dijk gets good distance on it. Cucurella. Neymar. Mbappe. And it's Ronaldinho. No, that's been intercepted. Danger averted for now. Bellingham plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Shifted upfield. Doué. And here's Ronaldinho. They're urging him to shoot. Big chance! Superb goal!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
A 1-0 lead established. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
A lead that's fully justified for me. They've shown some excellent counter-attacking now, and it's paying dividends.
Substitutions taking place.
Barcelona head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Barcelona carrying a 1-goal lead. Koundé. Rodri. And it's Ronaldinho. And here's Thuram. Oh, well played. Adams gets it clear. And Koundé. That's a decent clearance. Doué. Great ball if he can get there. Shade too heavy. Keeper can pick that up. Barcelona just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Pohang Steelers appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Koundé. And they've switched it over to the other side. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Koundé spots it and intercepts. And he's quick to get it clear again. Koundé. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. Oh, good-looking ball.
Really well played.
Ronaldinho. Can he put it away? Really well taken goal. And with that goal comes comfort.
75 minutes.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Now it's Berger. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Now it's Berger. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Wirtz. Now it's Del Piero.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mayulu. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Can he latch on to this? It'll be a throw-in. Berger. That's a lovely, neat pass. Threads one in. And that was very necessary. And reclaimed it in a trice. And that's it. Barcelona are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, there's no doubt that this is a game which holds a special place in the minds of the footballing folk in this part of the world. Expectations rising, evidently the crowd hoping to be treated to a special contest. It is the perfect backdrop for the players to walk out to. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, that was vital. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho. Rafinha. Rafinha! There was plenty of power on that. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant.
And he's had a hit! Oh my word, that is quite something! He's got himself an absolute peach.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Pinches it off him. Aim forwards. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he was alert to it. Ronaldinho. Oh, nice touch. Now it's Mbappe. He is through here. Decent hit! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
We're talking fine margins, very fine margins.
DiMarco. Nuno Mendes. Oh, that's clever. And here's Ronaldinho. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Chouameni. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. That'll be a throw. Chooses to go cross-field. Deftly out wide. That's a throw. Great work on the overlap. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And here's Thuram. He shifted it to the flank.
Thuram really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And here's Rafinha.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And the game has already resumed here.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And he's there to clear it. And that is out of play. Here comes another cross.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
That's been cut out, well played. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mendes cuts it out. Van Dijk. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Costa Curta. Just about up to the hour now. Can he get onto this? Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Ruben Neves! That's really well cleared.
Substitution in progress.
And it's Ruben Neves. Driving forward. Mbappe. That is a great pick out. The message is clear. None shall pass. Your impression so far, Jim?
Barcelona are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change.
Serginho.
Nuno Mendes really added the width there.
And the finish! So close to drawing level.
It looked like he got a bit anxious there when the pressure was on.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Substitutions taking place.
And he's managed to gift it back.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Now it's Darwin. That's going to go a long way. And smartly reclaimed. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Mbappe. And he's managed to get rid. And he's there to retrieve it. Now that's well seen too. Darwin. Oh, played through for the wide man.
Minutes has been indicated.
And he can clear it away. And that will be it. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine... Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this
Hello,
lot.
everybody, and
Without a
welcome
doubt, it
to
is the
today's
week's
match.
most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Mbappe. Mendes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. And through to the goalkeeper.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Thuram. And here's Vieira.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Cantona. And that's gone loose. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Defending of the desperate variety. And here's Cantona.
Cantona really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
That has been cut short. Mendes puts his foot on the gas. Adriano, he's gone for goal! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
He's in plenty of space here. Cantona, showing great feet there. Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Oh, good-looking ball. Van Bouten did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Oh, Red, nice interception. Adams gets over and intercepts. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Adriano! Denied by an instinctive save.
Adriano really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Buriram United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Barcelona are looking to go forward now. That is a brilliant interception. Cantona. Great chance! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, they look lost for ideas and lacking in talent, which all contributes to a chronic case of impotence.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
He's got the shot away! And he's quick to get it clear again. Koundé. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Adriano. Vieira getting this one clear.
The attendance for this match was 71,550.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Cantona. Interesting ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he's managed to get free. Goalkeeper's ball. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Mbappe!
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Cantona. And Mendes. Nakata picks it up out wide. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already... Real chance! Loose. Oh, it's fallen kindly here! They want to be quick to recover this. That's very neat.
Well, not the worst attempt. A little technical tweak should help the quality.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And they can counter here. Now it's Ronaldinho. Great ball if he can get there. And that is expertly dealt with. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Some really good ball movement. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
Darwin, he's looking for the runner here. Courtois, will lay claim to that? Well timed, excellent interception. DiMarco, getting on for a third of the way through the game. That is a brilliant interception. It is a corner, and we have our very first corner. It's a mighty effort!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
DiMarco. Ronaldinho will not want to lose. Ronaldinho! Ricky Puig. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Mbappe. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Mbappe. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Ricky Puig. Messi. A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. He might be... Tries a shot! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So we reach the halfway point.
Barcelona really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we are back on the way.
Barcelona have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Mbappe! There's the hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Climbs up big!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Forwards and with intent.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Was 71,550.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Messi couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, he's not the type that...
He's had a shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Nunez actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution in progress.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Goes in for the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Well, in probably an entirely one-sided game, still up for grabs. Nothing to show for all the pressure. Nuno Mendes. Oh, what a climb! Oh, just couldn't turn it in.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Bellingham. Oh, well played, well played.
Barcelona merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
And he's quick to get it clear again.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Oh, great feat, that.
He's in space and looking for options. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Now, what about a counter-attack? Look at the space. Can he finish? Yes, he's done it! Save the best for last!
The invitation was received with such a clever run, and he had that defence in utter confusion.
Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now he's off and running. Ronaldinho! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Quality ball. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nice ball, and he might be in here. And he's straight offside. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Julie. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Ronaldinho.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Inter Milan looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Mohamed Salah. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's had it taken off him. Koundé. Nice bit of trickery. He's shifting through the gears here. Thuram. Keeper's dealt with that. They're back in possession and ready to go again. Mohamed Salah. Mbappe. And it's Belletti. Mbappe! Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And we've reached half-time. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. How would you review the first half?
Yeah, the scoreline doesn't tell the whole story, as one side has been significantly better, at least defensively.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
There will be a throw-in. Thuram. And here's Mbappe. Dembele. Mohamed Salah does really well there, he is strong.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Vinicius Junior. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Mohamed Salah. And that should get the job done. Nuno Mendes. That is ended up in no man's land.
For this match was
It's a throw-in.
72,306. Substitution for Barcelona, number 17, Turn. Number
Intercepts
6,
the throw, that's well read.
Dembele.
Now it's
Coming on the
Mbappe.
field, number 14,
Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Costa Curta. Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Chance! Oh, taken with style. The breakthrough strike. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Serginho. Oh, no joy this time. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. He is just caressing the ball. Shapes to shoot! And it's in! And with that goal comes comfort. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Substitution in progress.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And it's Fernando Torres. No, he's just misjudged that one. Serginho. Now Costa Curta.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Oh, good-looking ball. Conte. Rodri. Looks to the other side.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Now it's Kante. And time is up. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the right answers. Mbappe picking up the man of the match.